Let's count down the top 10 rides at Särkänniemi. Number 10 Rapid Ride. No matter whether your Särkänniemi day consists of being blown away by a tornado or watching the thrill seekers do so as you sit by and watch, there is no better way to turn your level of thrills into utter spills than on the park's creatively named Rapid Ride, which, unlike Log River, in which from the moment you board again off again, you'll all be consistently drenched all over, thanks to the continuous mist tunnels amongst the much calmer ways that the 8-person boat will be spinning through, thus providing the right level of wetness for the typical Finnish weather. Number 9 Log River. Nevertheless, if the wetness of rapids is not so much up your stream, then look no further down in the park's second and our personal favourite water ride, because whilst it does not have the same laughs of splishing and splashing with all of your friends and family in a big barge-like boat, what it does feature along its 440-metre wooden layout is a whopping 3 to 5 drops, and with the final one of those being a literal 30-metre splashdown. If that does not get you wet enough, then I seriously do not know what will. Maybe the waterfalls that are dotted around your journey too. Number 8 Motogee. Have you ever wanted to ride a motorbike without the dangers that come alongside it? Well, of course you have, and so make sure to put his foot to the metals, as not only will you be reaching speeds of up to 37 miles per hour in the space of less than 2 seconds, but racing one another too. Yes, you heard me right. After choosing whether you are on team yellow, green, blue, white, red or orange, and the bike has reached its top crazy speeds, you'll need to manoeuvre your way around lots of high sky turns and hills faster than all of your competitors, of course if you want to become the Motogee champion. Number 7 TakeOff. Good job we have got these amazing on-ride and off-ride videos, as if I had to describe how this flat ride style thingy works, I think we'd be here all day. And so instead of bringing you guys through all of that, I'm going to give you my first time tip of a vid. My name is Tom and these are my tips, and the first one will be not to scream, because even though it's much harder to do than it is for me to say, especially on a ride like this that literally spins and tilts you in every way possible, I can tell you from experience that if you do so, those 5 people opposite you can have some very funny memories that they'll never let you forget. Number 6 High Voltage. Now I think by just hearing the name High Voltage, you should know 2 things. 1, this is going to be absolutely crazy, and 2, thus is not going to be for the faint of heart, and you will be spot on upon both fronts, because in a power surge as soon as you thrill seekers have built up the courage to take it on before finally boarding one of those once again opposite facing 2-person spinning gondolas, not only will it continuously flip you upside down, but the central gondola it is connected to will also rotate around on a spinning and tilting arm for what feels like an eternity and a half. Number 5 Trombi. Zamperla volets are like Marmite. You either love the flying twist turns drops and the awesome spiral lift hill at the beginning, or the entire ride start to finish is a living hell, and therefore with our list being based on more than just my viewpoint of this experience but the average person's one, I think the number 5 spot is perfect for such ride. Nevertheless, as far as I am concerned, with its uniqueness and or simply to say you've been on the most painful ride out there, I would say give it a go without expecting to be going around for another one. Number 4 X. With such attractions as TakeOff and dare I say it Trombi too, that cannot be found elsewhere around the world, we would normally suggest leaving the more common attractions until completing those ones first. However, in the case of X, this is far from what you should do, because if you have watched it for long enough, which we suggest doing for this exact reason, you will realise that in addition to the non-stop rocking back and forth, your spinning gondola will also be rotated, but worst of all paused, completely upside down, 30 metres in the sky, creating a sensation that is truly unforgettable. Number 3 Boom. You may have noticed so far, but with Särkänniemi's position upon the peninsula, they have got some of the best views that I think I have ever seen, and there is no better place to take them all in then at the tippy top of this 68-metre tall tower. The only thing is, however, these 360-degree panoramic sights do come at a cost, which normally involves plummeting, bouncing and rising around this very tower again and again and again in order to get back down to ground level, thus leaving only one question remaining. Are those views to fall in love with? We'd love to know in the comment section below. Number 2, hype. Between number 2 and 1 it was tough, however after a lot of consideration we have decided to place hype at this position. But by no means does that mean you should not hype up for this ride, as from the moment you stand behind those air gates, watching everyone shoot backwards and forwards through that launch at totally wild speeds, to when you are actually upon it and trying to get round the full 863-foot layout, consisting of an inline twist, non-inverting loop, and even more breathtaking views. Star-shocked is not even the right word to describe how you will most likely be feeling. Number 1, Tornado. I do not know whether it is 5 wacky inversions, man-made caves that you'll be flying through, or the fact that you'll be doing all of this while your legs are dangling, but our favourite ride at the park may just look like another invert coaster, but it feels like nothing else, especially if you manage to grab the front of a train, which FYI creates 100 times better experience, with amongst none to look at the back of a seat compared to the wacky elements that are ahead. You get to feel the full force of the tornado speed. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.